All right, so we're looking at the fifth day of the normal distribution unit, and we're talking about confidence intervals here. In the last section, we learned how to see if, you know, or sorry, we learned how to see if we could question the accuracy of a statement. Okay, for example, the tires. We're testing several tires to see how accurate um, the statement for the warranty of the tires were. Okay, in this section, we're going to make a statement and then claim it a level of confidence. So we're going to attempt to, in a way, do a similar thing, but instead of questioning the existence of an already questioning the accuracy of an already existing statement, we're going to, and remember what we would do there in that last one, the hypothesis test, we would take, a sample, gather some data, and test whether or not, our data was more, accurate than what the data that was existing. Okay. Or the statement that was existing. In this scenario, we're going to, again, gather data and then use that data to sort of build a range of possible values that we can claim that new data that would come in should be theoretically within that range. All right. And then also we're going to determine what number of sample sizes, what size of a sample, or what number of data values are we going to need to gather in order to reach a desired, pre-chosen level of confidence, right? And so when publishing a statement, you tend to give a range of possible values and a level of confidence. All right, and basically how this works is that you would say, my tires are, whatever, 50, they last 50,000 miles plus or minus, two or 300 miles. And I'm, 99% sure that every tire that I give you is going to be within that range. You kind of see how that works out. Or we could do something similar where it's like, I've got, 15% of the market share in a particular neighborhood, plus or minus 2%, and I'm 99% sure, or 95% sure, or maybe 90% sure that that if you were to go ahead and actually ask everybody in the area, that it would be 15% plus or minus 2%. Okay. So that's kind of how these things are going to go. Notice the first example I gave was tires. That's a normal distribution. And the second was a percentage, which turns out to be a binomial style distribution. So you can use confidence intervals with a normal and a binomial scenario. All right. So taking a look at these formulas here, let's go ahead and sort of dissect this formula here. This is the average that you would get from your sample. So basically what you're doing is you're attempting to build some sort of range that you believe is the correct, let's say, lifespan of tires again. Okay. So you would sample a certain number of tires and you would get an average, and that goes here. Okay. You would also get a standard deviation. Okay. That's theoretically should be known from the population. Okay. If you don't happen to have this standard deviation, there's a different technique which we won't be learning, but it's called a T. You would use a T value rather than a Z value here, and that I won't be covering. But let's assume that the standard deviation is known for the population. Okay. And you would get some sort of average, And then this is how many you would test, how many tires you would test, for example. And this little Z here is a Z score. And that corresponds to basically your level of confidence. And those values are up here in the above scenario up there. I'm having some trouble with my internet. It's moving slow here. All right. So yes, we're talking about the above values here. So you got 90%. And hang on, we still got some issues here. There. I think it is recording. Okay. Yeah, just to let you know, I'm recording this meeting. Okay, so that was number one. C. We're looking at points of inflection. How'd you find those, guys? Yeah, it does that every 30 minutes. So I don't know why. All right, perfect. Sounds good. And then let's go ahead and just skip to the graph here. Well, actually, I think you got that. You already. Well, how did you? Well, let's talk about that. Actually, let's talk about the graph. How did you get that? Any graph? Uh huh. Ah. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Oh yeah. Very nice. So you got a minimum around here, a maximum like right in this area. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got you. I was listening to that, and that makes sense. All right. So that was pretty nice. Let's look at number two. Okay. Uh huh. Okay. Uh huh. Right. Okay. All right. Uh huh. I see. Okay. I see. W equals H. Okay. Mm-hmm. And okay. Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be nice for us. Okay, that's right. Looks like 4. I see. Okay. I see. Ah, yes. Sorry. Hmm. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my mistake. There we go. Hmm. Because L is not equal to 0. All right. L is 2/3. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Um, right. That makes sense here. And you had, let's see, this over here, W equals 1 minus L. Uh, uh, looks pretty good. How did we fit in the 200 centimeters again here? Ah, okay. I gotcha. Then that makes sense. So that's where that 2 went. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Let's look at number 3. Find which one did you do? Number 3, the ladder. Okay, cool. These are fun. Uh, all right, walk me through what you were thinking on that one. Okay, you got a You draw a diagram, something like this. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right. 5. Okay. Doesn't matter really. I'll try. Yeah. Let's see what you got for your way that makes more sense to you. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, 13. Okay. Okay, you cut out for just a second there. Let's start that over again. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 I see. All right. Perfect. Oh, that was supposed to be an H. All right. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. So you just went ahead and left the original function like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, the other way you have to spend a little bit of time finding what X is as well. So, uh, which you know isn't that bit of all right. Well, very good. That was nice then. Some confirmation on that. And all right, so that looked pretty solid. I think yeah, you got all those. You happen to have um, the like written down again, like you printed the test type thing. All right. Well, you can take some photos of those. All right. Uh, I imagine so. I actually didn't check yet. Uh, you attached it to the thing there. Okay, then yes, I would have gotten it. Can you do that again with this one? Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like you got all those. Uh, let me, I've got your marks open over here. Where is it? I can't show you the file because everybody's marks are sitting right there. So let me see how this pans out. Um, oh, let's see here. Sorry. This. Okay, here's the test. So it's worth 3, 2, and 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7, and 9. 9. There it is. It's a total of around 20-ish. No, 25, 23. So we'll do 2 points in communication. Communication was fabulous. Let's see here. So let's go with 7, 7, and 9. On that, looks like you're looking at a 98.7 in the let's see here. We've got data. Right now, I've got you in data at a. Did you take a data test? No, you didn't yet. A 95.66. Okay. And in the other class, which would be physics, let's see here. You did take the physics test yesterday. Did you get all those right? Is that what I was saying? Okay. All right. Yeah. Right. So that's going to look like this. I didn't input this in yet. Now I'm going to start going ahead and just inputting them in immediately. Because otherwise, I can't remember anything anymore. With that, it looks like I've got yet a 96.88 in physics. Is that possible? Let's see here. Does that sound high? Let's see, is that the case? So you at a 90, an 89, 100. There's why. 95. Yeah, 95-ish. And that makes sense because you got 200s and 290s, more or less. Plus, and plus the activity on the mass that we did, where we kind of did all those masses and things like that, hung them on that thing. You remember that? That was a long time ago. That you got all those points as well. So that's why it's like a 95, like 95. It's actually 95.8. Yes, I actually don't have that inputted in currently. It's in a piece. It's in a on the piece of paper, on a stack of paper down on the floor. So I don't know what that is right now, but it's not counted against you. So I've got you at 100, a 99, and then a 90, basically. And then I don't know, depending on how you did on that one, the probability distribution one. I don't know if you even remember it. I don't even remember that unit. It's so long ago. Uh, I'm sure you did pretty well. You could end up pulling up at 100 if you do well on the probability. Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and do an extended length test for you guys, and then a small test. Well, I mean, in a way, like a normal length test for you guys, and the folks who did take that one are all just going to get like 2 questions type thing. And yeah, so that's kind of how that'll pan out. And then, yeah, if you could maybe start, scheduling some tests in those intervals that are on that document there. I think so. Yeah, that's pretty much the only way we'll be able to do it. And yeah, so just write it down, kinematics, whatever else. Um, and yeah, just try and get them done before the 10th of April. So that's 2 weeks from now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe hold off a little bit because I got a lot of data folks who need to fill in some slots. And so, yeah, yourself included. Um, or maybe if you feel like possibly you could take maybe 2 at once type thing. And what I could probably do is, with one interview, we'll just kind of, use our time wisely and we'll kind of like just, you know, take care of 2. And maybe instead of sending it the test an hour and a half before, I could send it maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes before or something like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah. Anytime, if you feel like it, go ahead and sign up for. When you sign up for one of those things, you can write 2 tests there, and then uh, I'll do it like that. Maybe kind of send them out, uh, both of them. I can even kind of stagger it type thing and be like, uh, send out one and then have another one show up, maybe whatever, or whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, thanks for the meeting there. I'll go ahead and stop it, the video.